Greetings to you, beautiful people out there and lovers of what's trending analysis today. Welcome aboard to another segment. Yes, today, of course, we'll be diving into what is happening in Rivers State. Yes, of course, from suspension to reinstatement, Rivers State 6 months emergency and what it means for Fubara's call for unity. Just recently, Fubara came in, he was reinstated, and he called for unity, and he advised people to show bitterness and division. Well, it is no longer news that 6 months ago Rivers State government was suspended. Yes, talking about the executive and the legislative arm, they suspended, and the administrator was put in place. Talking about IBAS. Today, the state of emergency has ended. What's changed? What's the need to change for Rivers State to move forward? Yes, the emergency proclamation came amid political gridlock. The governor and the House were in an intractable dispute over budget approval, legislative composition, and allegations that parts of governance had broken down. That's why the government, or the federal government, saw it as expedient to step in. Alongside that political crisis, there were serious security issues, specifically pipeline vandalism in a critical oil hub. The federal government argued that the local response had been inadequate. Perhaps that's another reason they have to step into Rivers State declaring emergency rule. Well, now Fubara is calling for unity. When a government is suspended, trust, legitimacy, social order are deeply shaken. Fubara's current appeal to rise above bitterness and division is gaining more weight. And we recall that such division nearly, cost the entire Rivers State their autonomy. As Rivers people, it's particularly relevant now after a period where the people may have felt disenfranchised with power in the hands of appointed administrator rather than their elected representative. Well, let's look at the point to talk about. Trust rebuilding is critical. After 6 months, many questions remain. Did the period of suspension lead to effective governance? Were grievances addressed? Did ordinary citizens suffer from lack of representation? How much damage, if any, to public institutions and perception have been done? Action versus word. Declaring unity for the governor is one thing. Showing it through inclusive governance, transparent action, and security improvement is another. After the emergency, people will likely watch closely what the governor does, and Fubara is on the watch list, if you ask me, by many eyes. Constitution and democratic precedent is another question raising. Was it constitutional to suspend an elected governor and legislature? What precedent does it set for similar crises elsewhere? These are not just legal issues, they affect public perception of fairness and democracy. Yes, according to somebody, he says only the law courts can actually say whether it was right or wrong. Yes, let's look at it. We're talking about the relapses, the condition that triggered the emergency, political impasse, pipeline vandalism. These are the two major factors, and this need ongoing attention. If these issues are not resolved, there's risk that renewed instability may also take place. Also, division among parties or within the legislature could resurface. Opportunities. The lifting of the emergency gives a fresh slate. Yes, Governor Fubara now has the chance to set a new tone. Mediation, reconciliation, inclusive policy-making outreach to opposition or defeated locals. Now, to you, my audience, I have so many questions I will be posing, and just share your comments with us in the comment section. The first question is, Rivers is back under the democratically elected leadership, but citizens will ask, did the emergency achieve what it aimed to? And the governor showed that the unity he is calling for isn't just after facts. What should he do now to rebuild trust? Let me know your thoughts. What would you want to see from your leader now that things are back to normal? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Thank you for staying with me on this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.